The Glories of 1,000 Years. History is the story of the world, the story of the many peoples who inhabit this wonderful and beautiful earth. The history of England is one of the most extraordinary and fascinating the world has ever known. 1,000 years is nothing in the life of a planet, and think of all that has happened to England during this brief period. A little over 1,000 years ago, Alfred the Great was king, but he was only king of part of England, as no doubt you know. Today, the King of England rules over the greatest empire that the world has ever seen. The British people have overrun the earth, and by their strength of character have made history wherever they have set their foot. In India alone, where the British monarch is emperor, he has 300 million subjects who speak no less than 147 different languages. In Australasia, the king is the possessor of a whole continent. With Canada, he is the ruler of the greater part of North America, while the great American nation of the United States is largely descendant from the British people. Then there are the vast territories in Africa, whose inhabitants are proud of being subjects of our king. Indeed, it is impossible to mention here all the peoples of the world who live under the protection of the British flag. Now, the stories in this book do not tell you of all their great history, but they are true tales of some of those royal children and others who have taken part in the fortunes of their country. But I have spoken of the greatness of Britain, because I wish you to remember and consider the glories of this country, and how every child can help to keep this great and glorious by leading a true and straightforward life, by being obedient to those in authority over them, and by honouring their present king, a descendant of the great Alfred of 1,000 years ago.